What's up, YouTube? My name is Jason, and this is my take. And it's been a while, but I'm back. Got all the Coachella fatigue off of me. Hope you guys have had a good week so far. We're gonna kick the week off with the new Pusha T album, It's Almost Dry. He's called himself the Martin Scorsese of Coke raps. Pusha T is back with a new album. This is one of my most anticipated albums of the year. It's been 4 years since we got the amazing, fantastic Daytona 2018, 7 tracks, in and out, no skips, no misses. Pusha T, man, he's just been on a run. This led to one of the biggest beefs in recent time with Drake, and Pusha easily got the best of him. That was a moment. That was a disrespectful diss track he put out, but it was amazing. And even Drake was like, but listen, time and time again, man, Pusha delivers, man. The content is the same, but it's always amazing just how vivid he is, the stories he tells, and just the lyricism, whether it's Fear God 2, My Name Is My Name, King Push. He always comes through. So going into this new album over here, It's Almost Dry, a few things are different. Daytona was strictly Kanye produced, but this new one, we got half of it produced by Kanye, the other half by Pharrell, which was very exciting to me, seeing these two team back up. You know, the Clipse history and Pharrell producing with them, and just their involvement and their chemistry. I was ready to see them back again and what they would do. And what Pusha does with Kanye, we already know. We already know that's going to be great as well. So I was curious to see how this would sound coming together, given that Pharrell's production and Kanye's production, they sound different. You know who's who when you hear these tracks and who made them. But once again, man, Pusha T comes through with a great album, no question about it. But I will say, I'll probably give it to Daytona, but it's hard to beat 7 songs like that little room for error, just back to back to back. So I'll give it that, but this album is still great. Pharrell and Kanye both come through with some amazing production, and Pusha T is doing what he does even better on this album. So let's not even waste time and let's get into the highlights. Let the Smoker Shine, the Coupes is perfect. You talk about a banger, like, bro, and this thing knocks, man. I love the lines that Pusha had on here. I love how he called himself Cocaine's Dr. Seuss. That was hilarious. Also, when he says, "Don't brag bricks to me unless they told you to bring your skis." By far, my favorite produced Kanye track on the album is "Dreamin of the Past," that also features a verse from Kanye. Now, am I the only one who gets Games We Play, which is off of Daytona? Do y'all get the vibes of that song on this one? Because I really felt it. And mainly because of how Kanye put this record together, and just how he chopped the sample in a way that, like, the drums that were already in there worked for it, like no added elements or added drums to it. It really gave me the vibe of Games We Play off of Daytona. And this Donny Hathaway cover that Kanye chopped here, like, Kanye did it in a way to really give it that bounce and that groove to it, and I really enjoyed it. And honestly, that was all Pusha needed to deliver. I will say that Kanye, from a verse side of things, that wasn't the one. That wasn't the one for Kanye. This sample, this beat, and Pusha were so good that Kanye couldn't bring this one down. But Kanye should have just stayed on the boards with this one, and the whole, like, keeping the family together thing. He's still not over that. The beat on Neck and Wrist featuring Jay-Z is insane. Pharrell really did his thing on this one. This song is like, wow, I was so excited to see Pharrell and Pusha together. But I love Pusha's flow. I love how he had those, like, moments where his voice was like squeaky or like within the lines. And Jay-Z kind of did that as well for a little bit to kind of bring that flow back into his verse as well. But speaking of Jay-Z, he could be 55, he can be 85. Like, he won't miss, like, features like this. Calling out some people who was talking about him on, like, Vlad TV. I think Phase on Love was one. Like, that Phase on One Love line was pretty clever. Pusha's flow on Just So You Remember was just menacing. And he's just reminding us, just in case we've forgotten over the past couple of decades, who he is and what he does with this rapping. in this coke rap. Now when Pusha said this line right here, pure as snow, we selling white privilege, I had to pause the song, stop, and just process. Like, it's such a small line, like it's simple, but like who would have thought to say that? That was clever, that was amazing. Also enjoyed the song Rock and Roll that features Kid Cudi and Kanye. And I thought it was kind of funny how this whole rollout happened with Cudi saying, I recorded this a year ago, I'm still not cool with Kanye. So that was kind of funny to see. But I like how Kanye used the 1+1 like Beyonce sample on here. But listen, Pusha and Cudi were cool on here. I like Cudi's vocal contributions, his humming as well, like he usually does. But once again, Kanye, it just this wasn't Kanye's album rapping wise. This wasn't for him. Great production, but these were bad verses from him. He was doing like some auto-tune singing, like very like lackluster, like bars and everything. Like it honestly sounded like a throwaway Donda verse, because he hits like how he was singing and kind of flowing. That's kind of how he sounded on there, but not it. The song I Pray For You was an amazing outro that features Labrinth as well as Malice, Pusha T's brother, and they used to be the duo Clipse. So seeing them back together, especially Malice, you know, having that faith transition, being more closer to God and his music, not even coming close to rapping about what they used to rap about. It was great to see him back. Now, Labrinth himself gave an amazing vocal performance on here, so much emotion and energy to it. But man, it was good to hear Malice again, because I remember, you know, not just Pusha from Clipse, but I remember Malice and just how great of a barsmith that he was as well. And he has some lines on here, like it would, like, I honestly thought I was hearing the old Malice when I was hearing these things. I don't Hellcat, still paddle when I shift, Vietnam flashbacks, I get triggered by a sniff, oof. Then this one, when I was in the mix, open your nose like I was cutting it with Vicks, like that. Can y'all, Clipse, we need another one. We need another one. Malice, like, God will understand. Like, he'll understand, bro. I need y'all back. Like, a lot of highlights, but a couple tracks that I didn't really enjoy on here. The first being Call My Bluff. This is probably my least favorite, like, Pharrell produced track. It had that normal bounce in those drums, but the beat, just like, and the melody, like, it felt empty despite like the sample. It was like a spooky, like, haunting type sample, but it really didn't have a presence. And Pusha's performance kind of went along with it. Like, Pusha didn't really exceed the underwhelming nature of this track. Like, he kind of went along with it. So it was disappointing. And the final one being Scrape It Off, that features both Lil Uzi and Don Toliver. And it was really them, the features, that brought this track down, in my opinion. Uzi verse, it just wasn't hitting for me. And Don Toliver's contribution to the hook didn't really do much for me. It was boring, in my opinion. Felt like a normal Don Toliver type hook that isn't really trying to do much or trying to, you know, take it somewhere. And I thought this was one of Pusha's better performances and verses on here, but it just wasn't enough, in my opinion. So overall, man, Pusha T, It's Almost Dry, another amazing Pusha record. A couple tracks that didn't really do it for me, and some awful Kanye verses, but that wasn't enough. That doesn't take away from just what Pusha T is doing as a lyricist and as an artist. Like, this man talks about the exact same thing every single time. He's been doing this for so long, and yet he still finds a way to be so slick and so vivid with his lines. He's truly one of a kind, in my opinion. And, you know, in a space in hip hop where there's a lot of drug rap, like, Pusha T, like, is like the godfather, in my opinion. Like, he's you got to talk about him before you talk about anybody else, honestly. So I'm looking forward to another collection of of coke raps in the future. So this was great. You guys should definitely check it out. I'm gonna give this album a 7.5 out of 10. So what you guys think of this new Pusha T album? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite tracks? Let's have a discussion down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got another video coming. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Jason. This has been my take, and I'll see you next time.